Hello, this is another recording of my commute to work on the bike. I've been commuting to work now, I guess for about 3 years, but didn't do much commuting in 2020, so we recently moved to a new place in West London, in Camden. And this is actually taken on a Saturday. John and I decided to go to a place called Italy that's near my work. So yeah, instead of just having the boring road in front of me the whole time, you guys can see John too. So right now we are on Abbey Road, and this is the main road that is right next to our house. And it's a pretty busy road, but for the most part, cars are pretty respectful. And I know it doesn't seem like it now, but we're going up a decent-sized hill. Compared to the other two places where we lived, this route I take to work is pretty level. There's not too many hills. This is probably the biggest one, and it's really not bad at all. It lasts, I don't know, a minute, maybe two max. And I guess also we were south of the river in our old places. Here we're north of the river, so no bridges to cross. Coming up, we're gonna have the Abbey Road crossing with Abbey Road Studios, so there's usually people here taking, Beatles pictures. I see a few people. It's pretty early in the morning right now, and it's a Saturday. Well, I say early, I think it's 10, but that's early for a Saturday. I think most people are still in bed. We're just slowly getting up, so yeah, there's not, too many cars on the road. And right now we are going through St. John's Wood, which is like a super cute town. Alright, so now we are leaving St. John's Wood. If we were to go straight right now, we'd be in Primrose Hill, but we are going to turn right and go through Regent's Park. And when I say go through, we're not really going to go through it. There's actually no bikes allowed in Regent's Park, but we're going to be going around the outer ring, or I think it's technically called the inner ring. But it's just the road that goes around Regent's Park. And it's like 4 to 7 minutes out of the way, I guess, but there's less traffic. It's a much more pleasant ride, so it's definitely worth it. There's usually no cars parked on the road like this, but since it's a weekend and the zoo is in here, a lot of people, use the road as overflow parking for the zoo. So yeah, you just kind of have to watch out for people swinging open their doors, or like kids. I've seen that happen a few times, or taxis making random U-turns or trying to park, because a lot of people get picked up by taxis. But again, weekdays you don't have to worry about that, which is nice. It's just a bare road. So yeah, we'll take this around to south of the park. Right now the park is to the right of us, so yeah, we're just gonna we started on the north, and we're just gonna kind of go around and down to the bottom of it. So you might see a good amount of cyclists passing us going the opposite direction. A lot of people will use this inner ring road, I don't know, either as like practice or just working out, but you'll see a lot of people with really nice bikes and they look like pro cyclists. And they'll just, go around this many, many times. Alright, so now we are at the very southern tip of Regent's Park. So we're going to cross the street and we'll kind of be like in the Fitzrovia, Soho, Mayfair area. And what's really nice about this route is that it's a cycle lane the whole way. You do have to share the road a little bit some of the way, but a lot of the way it'll have like a designated like risen or segregated cycle path, which is really nice. So coming up on the left, you'll see a bunch of people dressed in yellow. Usually there's at least one person here sitting with a sign, and it just says, "Stop the persecution of Falun Gong," and Falun Gong is like a spiritual discipline involving like movements and meditation and moral philosophies. But in '99, the Communist Party of China, I guess, deemed it like illegal, and they've been persecuting them ever since. So yeah, we're always standing on that corner. It's pretty sad. So yeah, up here is the BT Tower right in front of us. So we'll go around that, and I guess that's kind of our halfway point. I think we've gone about 2.5 miles, and I think we're around 9 minutes in this video, but obviously this is sped up, so yeah, it's been about like 18 to 20 minutes, I guess. And yeah, the total ride's anywhere between like 35 and 40 minutes. Alright, so yeah, we were in the Fitzrovia area. Now we're kind of in like Bloomsbury. And after Bloomsbury, it's kind of like Bloomsbury and St. Pancras will be in. That's coming up. So now we're like in the St. Pancras area. We just took a right and we're going kind of like southeast right now. And this hill right here is another decent sized hill, but it's probably 10 or 15 seconds long, so not too bad. So if you notice in four-way intersections, you'll see that there aren't any stop signs, or it's very rare to see stop signs. So the law here is that if you have white lines perpendicular to the road you're on in that intersection, you need to give the right-of-way. So back there, you know, we had to give the right-of-ways, so we looked to make sure no one was coming here at this four-way. The other street had to give the right-of-way. Yeah, I don't know if there's another one coming up, but you'll probably see that the street perpendicular to us has to give the right-of-way. So yeah, it was pretty weird when we moved here to get used to that, but we're used to it now, and yeah, it makes sense. So once we turn right onto the street here, we're going to be moving out of the St. Pancras area and into the Farringdon area. So if you look to the right now, that is Barbican, and we're actually leaving Farringdon now. I'm going into the Barbican. We're actually going to be going under it. It's a brutalist estate that was built after World War II. This area of London was heavily bombed and it was all destroyed. So they built this up, and we're actually going under it right now in this tunnel, and I will be at work soon.